Hi guys, this is Karen and you're welcome to another video. Well, today I want to share with you my ColourPop eyeshadow palette collection. I was going to do it in a ranking style video from number 27 to number 1 because I have 27 palettes of ColourPop. Well, I have a few more, but they're new and I didn't really had a chance to try them out, so I didn't include them in the count. But I have 27 eyeshadow palettes from ColourPop, all bought in the last year or so. This is when I got to know ColourPop. I didn't know them before, so these are the palettes that I have, and I really wanted to do them in a ranking style mode. But when I sat down and I looked at my collection, and it was just impossible for me to rank them. Well, there are a few that I don't like as much as the others, but I love them all. They're like my children, and it's so hard to choose. I mean, how do people do ranking videos? Especially for brands that they love. I mean, I love ColourPop. I think they have very good quality for the eyeshadow palettes. I mean, how can you choose? It was so difficult, so I decided not to do it. But I'm going to let you know my thoughts about each palette. I'm going to show them to you, and I'm going to have fun. I mean, this is the reason why I'm in YouTube, to have fun for makeup. That's me. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to start with a palette that I don't really... Well, I have all the palettes here. This is just one bundle of the palettes. Most of my palettes are in this size. They are 9 pans. I have these sizes. This is a 15 pan. This one, which is 12 pans. And I have the big ones, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 colors. Okay, so these are, and I have these small ones, 5 pan palettes. I also have the mini 4 ones, but as I said, I'm not going to include them in this video because they're relatively new and I didn't form an opinion about them. So okay, I'm going to start with one of my least favorite. This is in the bottom. I said I'm not going to rank them. I'm just going to start with the ones that are in the bottom because I don't really connect to the color scheme. This is the black eyeshadow palette. This is a 5 pan palette, and as you can see, I kept the outer packaging. This is how it looks like. Very vibrant. Okay, look what happened to it. Very vibrant colors, and too vibrant for me. I mean, every look I tried to create with it always turned out dramatic, colorful, very pigmented. It's very hard to create an eyeshadow look that is soft and mild and fits the office, in my opinion, because I don't like going to the office with very bold eye makeup. So this is a very bold eyeshadow palette, and this is the only reason why it is ranked in the bottom. Okay, and now I'm filled with yellow. I don't know, I guess it fell or something, even though I don't really remember it falling, but I'm all yellow now. Okay, so this was black. Okay, next up I'm going to continue with these 5 pan palettes. This is Cherish, relatively new, I'm not sure, well, a few months anyways. This is how it looks like. This is packaging, and this is how it looks like when it's open. A very nice palette, but I don't reach out for it. I don't know why. It's too dark, I guess, too dramatic. I don't know, I should reuse it more, but very nice pigments, very nice shades, good quality of ColourPop, and I like this sound. All the 5 pan shadows are with the same closure. Okay, I have 2 more. This is Ace WAK. This was the Valentine collection. I have 2 palettes from the Valentine collection. This is how it looks like. Very similar to the Cherish one we just saw. Very similar, not the same, but in the same category, family category. And I'm not reaching out as much as I should, even though I can create a simple look using just these 4 shades here, not using this one. I can create a look for the everyday, but I'm not reaching out for it as much as I want to. Okay, next up, with the same 5 pan palettes. This is Melt for You, so hard to see the wording here. This one I have been using more. I took it on my last trip, my last family trip, so I have used it more than the others. Oh my god, that was live. Wow, that's not cool, not cool at all. Okay, that's a bummer. Okay, so this is how it looks like, and there was a shimmer here, and I guess these palettes are not travel friendly, as I initially thought, because you know I came back from my trip a long time ago and did reach for this, and this is here everywhere, all over my other palettes. Okay, yeah, not fun at all. I'll try picking everything up because it's so dirty. This is not fun. I'll try and repress it. Okay, so I'll just do that and be right back. Wasn't very fun, but that happens. Okay, let's go on. Now the 30 pan palettes. I have this Stone Cold Fox. This is a beautiful neutral palette. This is how it looks like. A nice texture here. Very, very nice. And look at these beautiful shades. Okay, now everything fits. Yep. This is a very, very beautiful neutral shades, cold neutrals. As you can see, they have Bare Necessities, which is a warm neutral shades. I have only this one, and I love using it. I'm not using it as much as I should use it, but there are many beautiful colors that can be used to create very, very beautiful looks. If you want, you can create something very, very intense, because you have the roar here, which is very intense colors. But this is beautiful, very beautiful. I love this palette. I have another one, a 30 pan palette, which is colorful, from ColourPop. Something colorful. Okay, come on, guys. Okay, I have an obsession about keeping them in the cases. I don't know why. Okay, I have Fade Into You, which is a colorful palette. Also 30 pan palettes. A bit dirty because I've been using it for, I guess I've been using it relatively a lot. This is the palette. These are squares. The other one was round, but same 30 shades, and this is divided into color family. You have here the purples, the blues, the greens, the yellows, the oranges, and the pink red ones. Beautiful palette, very pigmented, very easy to use. I love using the shimmers here. They are very, very good and pigmented. These ones are a bit sheer. These ones are a bit sheer, they're more toppers, and this one as well here. So They're a bit sheer and more toppers, but other than that, I think this is a very good palette. And if you want something colorful in ColourPop, definitely recommend Fade Into You. So these are the two big palettes that I have. I'm going to continue with, I think, the 12 pan palettes. And I have, okay, 12 pan, sorry. 5 12 pan palettes, yeah. Okay, let's start with this one. This is Ménage et Moi. Look at the beautiful print on the box. And this is opening from here. And the same beautiful print is on the palette itself. Look at that, this is so beautiful. So thoughtful. Very big mirror here. And very beautiful shades, very creamy, very easy to use. I have been reaching for it, but not as much as I need to reach out for it. So this is a beautiful palette. Beautiful palette, not palettes. Okay, so this was Ménage et Moi, and I have from the same, it was in the same release, Boudoir Noir, which is the same printing but different color scheme. Look at this beautiful imprint. It's bold and you can feel it, but this is a different color scheme. These are golds and greens, and I love this color scheme, but I don't know, from some reason I'm not reaching out for it. I don't know why. Beautiful colors, very beautiful, and very good ColourPop quality, which is very important. Okay, next up is Sweet Talk. I have been reaching out for it, maybe not as much as I need to, but I did. As you can see, there is a dent here, starting to be a dent here, which means I've been using it. No mirror here, and there was a mirror in these. No mirror here. Very beautiful corally pink gold palette, very beautiful. One of the first one I bought, and I love using it ever since, I guess. Okay, next one is California Love. This is relatively new in my collection. I haven't used that as much as I need to. Another one without a mirror. These are oranges and browns and gold. Beautiful palette. Very pigmented. The mattes are perfect and the shimmers are to die for. They're so creamy and I love them, but keep in mind that the mattes are there's a lot of fallout. Lots and lots of fallout. Next up with the 12 one is the last one, is this guy at Forest Side. This was a collaboration with Christy. Doesn't say here. Ah yeah, it is new Raw Beauty Christy at ColourPop, it does say. So this one took me a long time to get. It was out of stock for a long time. Look at the beautiful packaging and look how beautiful it is inside. No mirror, but look at that. These are amazing, beautiful shades. This is more for the winter because the shades are very dark, so it's more for wintry, autumny palette, but beautiful. And well, I'm not reaching out as much as I need, maybe because it's not really good for the spring and summertime. So I found another 12 pan palettes. Because it's larger, I was sure that this is 15, but there are 12. This is the Limoncello palette. A beautiful, look at that, this is so beautiful. And the pan sizes are much bigger than all the others that we just saw, so I assumed it's going to be 15 pans, but it's not, it's 12. Beautiful shades. I have been reaching out for this more than the others because I can create so many versatile looks using this palette. I love this color here, it's so beautiful. And this one also is amazing as a shimmer, and this guy as well, very good quality, very good COLOURPOP quality, and a big mirror, which is perfect. So so I have 6 12 pan palettes and not 5 as I thought, and this is the only 15 pan palette I have, which is a garden variety. Also, look at this print. This is spring, shouting spring. This is a beautiful palette, also no mirror, but beautiful. And I don't reach for it as much as I should, because there are very light colors that I can create as transition shades, can use as transition shade. Very beautiful, very pigmented. This row is a bit dark for me, but I can use these 2 rows here. So beautiful. And the green, look at the green, I mean, this is just beautiful. Okay, so this was garden variety. Also, this one doesn't have a mirror, but I don't really miss them not having a mirror. I mean, the limoncello has a mirror, and it's very comfortable using it with the mirror, but I don't mind that it doesn't have. Okay, all the others that I have are 9 pan palettes. Okay, this is just one. Okay, let's put everything together. These are all the 9s. I'm trying to hold it and not going to fall down. Okay, let's start with just on top, making mauve. This is a mauve shade palette. Not without a mirror. Beautiful, beautiful shades. I have been using it quite a bit, but not recently, so I haven't reached out for it for a while because I have a new palette, so I definitely need to reuse it. It's beautiful and really up my alley. I love mauve shades palettes. Next up is Blush Crush, which is a beautiful, beautiful palette. I think also without a mirror, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no mirror, but look at these beautiful blushy shades. You can see that I've been using it a lot, not recently, but I have used it a lot. This is very, very beautiful. I can create looks using all the shades in this palette, and it's very, very beautiful. So one of my highly recommended palettes, Blush Crush. Okay, now I'm going to go to the greenish ones. I have Mint to Be, which is going to be a minty palette, and this one has a mirror. So Mint to Be, yeah, this one has a mirror, and beautiful minty shades. I have been using it quite a lot, not recently, but I have been using it. Beautiful colors. This green here is just to die for. I have to swatch it. Look at that. This is just gorgeous. Just beautiful. Beautiful palette. Mint to Be, and it does have a mirror. Has a mirror. Okay, next up with the green, we have Aura and Out. It's hard to see the imprint. Let's take it out of the box. This one also has a mirror. One of the first ones that I bought from COLOURPOP. This is the tie-dye collection, and this one is very, very beautiful. It has greens and blues and neutrals. Very beautiful palette, and I can create so many beautiful looks using this palette. One thing I'm going to say is these 2 shades on the lid looks the same, and these 2 on the lid looks the same, but other than that, a very good palette and complements my collection. Next up with the greens is Just My Luck. This one I got fairly recently. I really wanted to have it, and it was out of stock for a long time. I'm not sure what is the status of the stock now. I haven't been on COLOURPOP website for a while. I'm trying not to buy more palettes, just my luck. This one also has a mirror, and these are the green shades, also beautiful green shades. I haven't been reaching out for it as much as I want to, because for every day I rarely choose these bold vibrant greens for an everyday look. But look at this middle color here, beautiful gold green color, just amazing. And now that I'm looking at all of these palettes, I'm sure of my decision that there's no need to buy more. This one with the Mandalorian, the child. This one also was hard to get. There was a time that it was out of stock, but I do have this for a long time. But I don't know why, even though I really love the color scheme. This is perfect color scheme. You have neutrals and greens and green shades, mint shades, beautiful colors. I don't know why I'm not reaching out as much as I should. It has a mirror, very beautiful palette. I should reach out for it more. Now that I'm seeing all my ColourPop palettes, I know that I need to choose and use them more. Okay, next up is this guy. This is Blue Moon. This is the unluckiest palette of ColourPop that I have, which means that I had to repress, I think, 3 shades from this palette. Okay, so I'm holding it carefully. Look at this shade here, and the middle shade here. All of them fell off and I needed to repress them. And this one tied full, as you can see, I hardly have anything here. So, because I lost so much material when it fell, it just fell all over the floor. I think it was live when it fell. I mean, I was filming a video and then it fell. So this is the most unluckiest palette I have. I haven't reaching out for it as much as I should, because, you know, the colors are very, very pigmented, and I'm not really creating blue looks for my everyday makeup. Another from the tie-dye collection, In a Trance. Should have brought something to drink while shooting this video. Okay, In a Trance. This is another one with a mirror. This one has pinks and blues and purples, and this is a beautiful palette. I haven't been reaching out for it as much as I should. I really don't like the pressed glitter here, which is repetitive in the tie-dye collection. I have only 2 palettes from the tie-dye. I don't have all 3, but this is beautiful, beautiful colors. And I have been using it, but not as much as I should, definitely. Okay, now we're going back, we're going to the purple eyeshadow palettes. It's my pleasure, one of my favorite palettes, and I love purples, and this one has a mirror as well. Look how beautiful this is. I mean, just stop and look at it. This is so beautiful. I mean, and amazing, and very, very good quality, very good ColourPop quality. I love this palette so much, and now I'm realizing that I haven't used it for a long time, which is not good. I should use it now. This is, well, I love this one, it's my pleasure, but I do like this more, Lilac You, a lot. I think I have this one a longer time than It's My Pleasure. Lilac You a lot, also with a mirror, and as you can see, I have been using it more. Beautiful, beautiful, like lilac-y shades, purpley lilac-y shades, beautiful palettes, so easy to create simple looks and an everyday look. Definitely Lilac You a lot. I love this. Now I have 4 palettes here that are in the same color scheme. They're all neutrals, and let's see them. First of all is Going Coconut, one of my favorites palettes if I want something neutral. But again, I haven't been reaching out for it. Maybe because it's in a drawer, a closed drawer. It's not a good idea to put things in a closed drawer, because then you don't see the makeup that you have. But look at that, this is so beautiful. I love this palette, very beautiful. If you want something neutral, definitely I recommend Going Coconut, beautiful. And I need to start, or continue using it. Okay, Nude Mood, another neutral shade palette. This one doesn't have a mirror, and this is more warm toned than the others. So this is a warm tone neutral palette, a beautiful palette. Look at this beautiful shimmer here. This is just magnificent, and I love it so much. Look at that. This is just amazing. So Nude Mood, another favorite. If you were looking for warm neutrals, definitely Nude Mood. Now Wild Child, this is beautiful color. This is a neutral color, but this is darker than the others that we just saw. This is with plastic, which means has a mirror. Wild Child. So this is definitely darker. Browns and neutrals, but darker shades. So this is, you know, I can use this row for every day, maybe this color as well. So I love it, and I should reuse it. I don't know, I stopped using my ColourPop palettes, which is not good. But last but not least, that's Taupe, one of my favorite palettes from ColourPop. Look at this beautiful imprint. Look at that. Now this is gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. This is cold tone neutrals, taupey colors, and I love this palette a lot. I haven't been using it for a long time, but when I used it a lot, and I really need to revisit them. Okay, do you want to see the neutral next to one another? I mean, let's stick it close to Going Coconut, because Going Coconut is also warm, cool, warm shades of neutrals, but they're not the same. I mean, they're definitely not the same. Close, but not the same. I mean, these two shades here are close to these two shades, but they're not the same. So this is it. This is everything I have from Color. Well, not exactly everything I have from ColourPop. As I said, I do have 2 additional palettes, but I haven't used them a lot, so I really need to use them. And look what happened to one of them. I need to repress it. The gold fell, or I don't know what happened to it. It's a good palette. This is the Mocktail palette by ColourPop. I used it a few times and now I have to fix it, so I didn't include it today in the review of my ColourPop palettes. Now, if I have to talk about my favorites of all time, I have to go with that Taupe, Going Coconut, and where is Blush Crush, which is another favorite, and Lilac You a lot. And you can see so many beautiful palettes. It's so hard to choose, so I was supposed to do ranking, but I couldn't. I just couldn't rank them. I mean, I can't put all these 4 in the first place, right? Now how can I choose between them when I love them all? Very, very difficult. Okay, so this is everything from me. If you like these kind of videos, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll do them. And I do have to. This is such a good sentence. I have to use my ColourPop palettes again. I've been neglecting them, and this is not cool at all. I will start using them in the near future. But this is everything I have now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget, give it a thumbs up. This is a beautiful look together. Yeah. Okay, similar to what I have on my eyes, but I don't have ColourPop on my eyes. I have the Club Nebula by Kaleidos. There is a video when I'm creating this look, so you can check it out, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.